Everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. And the question for today is average of levels in a binary tree. So, given a binary tree, we have to find the average value of the nodes on each level in the form of an array. What does it mean by this is that for every level set, say this is a level 1 and this is level 2 and this is level 3, we have to return the average. The average in any case is that sum of the elements divided by the total of elements. As you all know, this is average. So in this it's 3 only, it's 29 and number of elements are 2, so it will be 14.5 and so on. So this is the question given to us over here, and one more thing we have to given is the value is in the range of 32-bit signed integer. Alright, so let's see how we can solve this question. So this is the question, and suppose this is our binary tree that is given to us. First of all, as we have to sum the nodes at every level, so we will go with level order traversal of the binary tree, and we will take it with the help of a queue. Alright, queue data structure. Alright, and we will modify this code only, and with minor modifications we will get our answer and get our sum value. Alright, so first of all, let's take a double value list, that is any list ABC. That would be the answer that we will be returning in this case. And let's take a sum variable for every level sum and initialize to 0, and take a count variable so that we can know that what are the number of nodes that are present at any level, so which will indeed help us to get the sum of at particular level. Alright, so average value at the particular level. So we have initialized our answer variable and two things. Now I write separate things for level order, and then we will just merge them. So for level order, first we take a queue and we initialize it, and alright, so we have taken a queue of tree node data type, like because the data type given to us is tree node, so it will be storing node. First of all, we push the root. Q dot offer is the thing that we can use here. Q dot offer root. I will show in the actual code how we are doing it. Let's just see the approach for a while. Alright, so let's see. This is the queue, and in the beginning we have offered, with this example we have offered 3 to it, because 3 is a root node. Alright, and then we will offer null to it. Why we are offering null? We are offering null because this will help us to know that we have completed one level. Alright, now we will loop the queue while the queue is not empty. Alright, so what we'll do is we just pop it out the first element, and we will see that if it's null or not. If it's not null, then we will add it to our sum variable, because we are going to sum it, and after that we will look for its left and right subchild. Alright, so in this case the left subchild of 3 is 9 and the right subchild is 20. Alright, also at this point we will increment our counter, so we will see that if left of 3 that is 9 and right of 3 is 20 is not null, then we will push both the values in the queue. Alright, I hope this is clear up to this. So like this. So suppose at any point we have our queue filled in with the numbers 3, null, 9, 20, then again null, and 15, and let's say 7. Alright, now what we have to do is we also have the respective counts at the level. So whenever we encounter the value null, what we will do is we just divide the sum by the count and add it to our answer value, add it to our answer list that we are going to return. And so let's say this value turns out to be a double value, because we are dividing, so it can be in decimal as well. So let's suppose it turns out to be any value p, then we will just add p to our answer list. All right, so I think it's clear that what we are doing, we are just looking for the nodes, the left and right nodes, and we are adding them to the queue. And if at a particular time we encountered null, that means we have completed one level and we have to compute our sum. Also, when we encounter null, we again have to push null so that we can know the other one level is completed and the values corresponding to another level is being added to the queue. All right. I think it's clear with this example as well, because when we encountered 3, we pushed the 3 to the queue. All right. Then we encountered null value, we just pushed in the beginning. So we perform this operation and add it to our final answer, that is 3, add it to the final list. All right, suppose this is the final list. All right, then we encounter before we encounter null, what we do is we just check the left and the right node, and if they are not null, we push them to the queue. All right, now when we encounter null, we have computed this, and 9 and 20 are still in the queue. All right, so we again add null to it. So after that, when we push out 9 and 20 and here, and when we encounter null, we also resetted our count as well as sum value. It will be more clear when you see the code. All right, so I think it's clear now, and let's see the code, and it would be much more clearer then. So here is the code. So first of all, this is the code. I know it's a long code, but it's very easy to understand. Let's see what we have done over here. All right, so first we have taken one answer queue, that is ABC, that we will have to return based on this return type. All right, after that we have put one check for the if the root value is null, because in the question above, in the constraint, it's not mentioned that the tree might have more than one value, so it can have null value, and that's why we have put this check. Now we have taken a queue, and in Java we have linked list representation of queue with us. All right, we have offered our first level to the queue, and also we have initialized the variables that we are going to need. Sum will be needed to calculate the sum of each and every node that is being encountered, and similarly the count will be increased. After that, the answer variable, that is in double, is which would be holding the final answer, that is the average value, and that will be pushed to this array list. All right, so let's see. While the queue is not empty, all right, we will be doing these operations. First, we will just pull out the value that is in the queue, and we will check if it's null or not. We know that we will encounter null only and only then when we have completed one level. All right, so if it's null or not, but initially we have put some value, so we will pop it out, pull it out from the front end, and we will update our sum variable as well as count variable. All right, now we will check for its left and right subchild. If they are present, then we will be just adding them to the queue. All right, this is nothing but this is a level order traversal only. The main thing we have added here is the sum and the count value. All right, in the else part, what we are doing is we are just calculating the average and adding it to our answer variable, and after that we are resetting our both of the variables. All right, and this is done to ensure that if suppose we have encountered null, this means that the content of the queue will be having the left and the right subchild of the previous nodes, all right, of the previous levels, all right. So to complete that as well, we again add null, all right. I hope this is clear. And for the last level, where we are not adding these null value, so we will computing our last computation here, where we will be updating doing the same steps that we have done here, all right. So after that, let's try to submit this code and see. So it's submitted. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Please like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.